Hello, everybody. My name's Chachi. That's Tom. Welcome back to Inner Humble Opinion. Let's talk about all the Week 12 games, but specifically the Ravens and the Packers ones, like always. And first, we're going to get into the Ravens. This was the first one out of the two. The Ravens won 23-10 at home against the New York Jets. Tom, what did you think? I'll let you go first because I'm not going to
I
be.
think I just think Lamar's hurt. That's all. But other than that, I think Ravens took care of business. It wasn't pretty, but hey, look, they're 6-5. Now Josh has to talk about them for.
Yeah, no, I have to. But, nah, it'll be fun.
I mean, they do some weird things still, but like I said, I think Lamar's hurt. I just think he's like, I mean,
Banged
whatever
up,
he
yeah.
did is not easy to come back from, and
Well, I gotta give him credit. He's
yeah,
playing through it, and hopefully he can. I just don't like the play
yeah,
calling. If you know he's a little banged up, you need to. If you're gonna run the ball out of eye for him. Stop doing all the goofy stuff. Like if he's not an option on it, there's read option doesn't make sense. But go ahead, I'm cutting you off. Do you think? I don't get it.
no, oh no, I don't get it either. I mean, nah, I didn't really watch a lot of the game. It wasn't an
Like
interesting game. I just saw it like, ooh, it's a little closer.
that's the thing with me and Tom. We will tell you when we have. That's why we don't like commenting on every game when we had not watched every game. It doesn't make sense. Like I can't sit there and
Yeah.
even after we watched the games, me and him can rewatch some of them. But I mean, we're humans, right? We have lives. We can't. We both have other jobs. We can't really sit there and even if we didn't, it'd be impossible to watch every game with when you have two kids.
I want to make something clear. We're adult humans with two kids that are under four.
Yes, that's
With
not happening.
wives.
We're not guys. I can't watch every game. They will literally take my phone and be like, "Daddy."
Or look, your wives let us watch one game.
Yes, yes, yes.
This is future advice for any of you young
All the
adults.
way. And me and Tom pick very strong women. So yeah, no, no, nope, nope,
Exactly. Nope.
nope. They have jobs too. They look at us like, "Listen, buddy, listen." No.
Oh, Josh knows the glare.
Oh yes. Oh yes. No, no, no.
I know. I know. I already know what it. See, it's great now. Is that once you've been married for so long, you just glare back. It's a great showdown.
No, no, no shade either. I love my wife. That's why I love her. Just saying. But
Oh yeah, that's why I love her too. It's just funny because it's true.
She's a competitor, man. Listen. But yeah, man. The Ravens overall, good victory. Like I said, they got the 6-5. The division is in their hands now. There's no excuses. Now you're back to this is what I was talking about. Now you're back to hey, you're getting hunted again. Okay, so there's none of this like good job, guys. The league's been terrible this year as far as like I don't think there's a great team. I really don't. If you made me pick, I put the Rams in first right now, but even they're flawed. I'm just saying. But yeah, so you have a shot. The AFC's wide open. If you make the playoffs, it's going to be a mess right now. Who knows who can win? Which means Ravens, you're in good shape. You can, and I will say this: you could. We've seen, like Tom said, if Lamar can get back healthy. But here's the issue: that line has not played well and still is not playing well. It's hard to get over the stuff with the little nicks when you're getting hit a lot every game. And if you watch the game, a lot of this is not Lamar's fault. Some of it is like he comes out a little rusty, but again, that's hard when you're not practicing during the week because you can't because you're banged up. So he's kind of like a little rusty in the beginning of games, and even when he gets going, the line hasn't been good. The running game hasn't been good either. They're not doing a good job in the running game. Ricard's been huge because they are running better with him back, but the line is just not doing. And if you watch some of the game, Derrick Henry's starting to get like impatient when he runs and is hitting the wrong holes in some of these runs. He's bouncing them outside when he don't need to, and it's not. I'm not blaming Derrick Henry. It's just like Lamar. He's getting gun shy, and that's what happens when your line doesn't play well. I will say though, the defense has played really well, and if you even watch them, they're doing a good job. The corners are playing. I mean, I think me and Tom talked about the corners were always solid. The team just had no pressure. Now you have some pressure. Mike Green has gotten a lot better. He's more consistent. I think me and Tom mentioned that he's a young guy. You gotta give him time. He's starting to play more consistent. Draymond Jones was actually a really good signing because he's actually a trade because the guy's really playing well for them. He really is. He's not. Don't get me wrong. He's not like an A plus pass rusher, but they never needed that. They just needed a guy to play decent. Okay. and that's what they got right now. And Travis Jones has played well all year, and John Jenkins needs to get some credit because he's played really well. He's been a solid player for a while, but he's played really well this year for them. He's 94 has been all over the tape if you watch him and clogging up the run game, getting pressure. Roquan's playing a lot better. He looks the opposite of Lamar. He looks like he got healthy and now is running around a lot quicker. Teddy Buchanan's been pretty good. Everyone says how good he's been. My issue is if you watch him, sometimes he over pursues a little bit. I do love his aggression, but
yeah, he does on that one big catch and run.
Yeah.
Can't think of who the receiver was. He was.
There's playing with he's the thing where like you play with your hair on. He's a rookie, so we're not getting on. He's still played really well for a rookie, but he's the guy that plays too much with his hair on fire. Like gets out of position because he just shoots the gap all the time. Sometimes you gotta have a little more discipline. You gotta hold up a minute. Now he does hit the gaps well. I will say that I do like that about him. And Malachi Starks is the same way. He's a rookie. He makes good plays and makes bad plays, but overall he's been solid too. Kyle Hamilton, which I'm worried about because they play Thursday night. I don't know if he's going to play in that game. And I think Burrow's coming back, and I know what people are going to do. And I could eat these words. I clearly can. I think it's going to be a good game either way. But I think he'll be a little rusty if he comes back. Everybody, I think, is expecting Burrow just to come back and be like Joe Burrow. I think even if he does, it's not going to be the same guy. So if Joe has a little bit of a game, I'm not going to be like, oh, the Ravens' defense is great. I'm going to be like, the Bengals' defense hasn't been good, and Joe, it's his first game. So give Joe a minute. Joe will start cooking later. They just gotta give him. I like how Joe's replacing Joe. They have both Joes. So
yeah.
Now I hope I'm wrong. I love a healthy Joe Burrow and him just slinging it, and Lamar is just great. But right now I think we're gonna get two. One's gonna be just coming off an injury, so he's gonna be a little rusty.
Well, remember too, I assume they're not gonna have T. Higgins because he went out last week for the concussion or whatever, and like I just think
the NFL, guys, I know you want everyone to. Hold up. There we go. Sorry about that. My computer's being weird. Everybody. Yeah, I know the NFL wants everybody to be all these games, Thursday night football and stuff. But I'm like, dude, sometimes this gets a little ridiculous. Like these players, no wonder they get hurt. You got them playing every other 3 days, and it's a mess. Like sometimes you got it's a mess, dude. I don't like, especially the Ravens. Like I remember when I was a kid, the Ravens were never on anything. Now every year, Thursday night, Thanksgiving.
Oh, Chach, I remember when we were growing up. I think it was in my freshman or sophomore year of high school. Was the first Thursday night football game, like when NFL Network started doing it.
Oh yeah, man! And I used to love that this was the day where you watched to see if this is when the Lions are solid now, right? And when they were terrible, and you were like got so happy when you thought they could beat somebody. Or I got to see Brett Favre just carve them up, which was fun too. Right. I ain't gonna lie.
I still remember freshman year of college, and I came home and. That was a rough time, but I got to watch like Green Bay just absolutely obliterated the Lions. Like Charles Woodson did like 2 pick sixes. It was insane.
Also,
this was young Matt Stafford and
Megatron.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson. Like people forget, like those teams actually were no joke.
No, Pettigrew was solid too in his heyday. But yeah, dude,
there's a name.
Yeah, right.
Kirk Ebron.
Yep. Oh God, Ebron. Jesus, what a quick like that star freaking burned quick. Like he had his moments and then just. Phew.
He had his moment, and I feel like Indianapolis, and that was about it.
Yep.
In Detroit, he was never anything.
No. Oh no. He was bad there, and in Pittsburgh, he was just man.
Again, why you shouldn't take a tight end in the top 10 of the NFL draft.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
No offense to Brock Bowers, I actually like him a lot, but if you're building your franchise around a tight end,
Atlanta will tell you. No offense to him, but he has not been that good at all. But then we got, like Tom said, I want to give Tyrod his credit because honestly, he played really well in this game. He kept them in it. If Breece Hall doesn't fumble, and I want to defend Breece Hall because he played really well. He just that one mistake, and let's give Marlon Humphrey credit. He's out there with one hand. I wanted to talk about the defense more. One hand making plays, and I think we said it last week. I know his podcast is weird, and I agree. It's kind of goofy, but I think he's kind of funny too. But I think people, because he's goofy, like, and they don't like his podcast, especially Baltimore, people from Baltimore, try to act like he ain't a good player. He's a very good corner, very good. Like, I think he's top 10, and he's very good because he tackles very well for a cornerback. So I'm like,
Oh yeah,
Marlon's a good player.
Dude, anybody that's trying to say that is stupid.
Yes, Marlon's good.
I'm
You
sorry.
can let it go.
Secondary is what makes their defense good.
Oh, and Hamilton.
That's why they don't have good pass rushers anymore. All their money's tied up in the secondary. Because think you have, you got Humphrey. You have, I know Wiggins is a rookie, but her rookie contract, but that's still expensive.
And Hamilton.
You just drafted Starks.
Also, Hamilton should be in the MVP for Defensive Player of the Year the Defensive Player of the Year award. Sorry about that, because they put him everywhere, and he's going through linemen, he's covering people. Really good player, really is. But yeah, so Ravens did what they had to do. Like I said, it's in their hands, man. Because if you even look at the records right now, you literally all you have to do, if you're the Ravens, is split with the Steelers, because the Steelers already have a divisional loss, so you can split with them and then just win the 2 games against the Bengals, and you will win the division if you have even the same record, because then you have the division lead on them, because then you'll have 1 less loss in the division than them, which means you'll get the division. That was a lot I just said, but that's all I'm saying. All you literally have to do is win both these games against the Bengals, and then go 1-1. You can even go 1-1 against the Steelers. I would prefer if you could both, but it's in your hands, basically. It's in your hands.
Well, it's tough to play in Pittsburgh, right? That's always, I think, the Ravens' bugaboo.
Yep.
Don't want to. That turf is rough, and
everything.
It's a divisional game, so just like, I always like to assume there's certain teams like
1-1, yeah.
You know, like the Packers this week. I think this unfortunately Thanksgiving in Detroit is tough.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to get too. I don't want to say, hey, it's winnable, but yeah.
But I do.
No, dude, the Ravens control their own destiny. It took them a little bit to get hot.
Yeah.
I think some of it's the schedule.
It was a little.
I do think it's that. Yeah. They fought their injuries, though, right? That was really key, right?
Not only that they came out very and this is my thing with the coaching thing. People get mad at you because Harbaugh's like this one of these legacy coaches where everyone wants to get mad when you say something about him. My issue with him and his whole staff is this is the 2nd consecutive season the same thing happened. You came out and your defense was god awful, and then you knew you had a tough schedule too. You knew you couldn't come out of the gate playing like this, and you did. Your defense was terrible. Then you had injuries, which is why you had the Texan game. But yeah. So that's my issue. I think Zach Orr's a great coordinator. I really like him. I like what he brings to the table. But you can't, Zach Orr. We can't have this happen again. You can't come into this next season and just have the first 5 weeks being god awful. They are so. What I'm getting tired of from fans is they're getting and the coaching staff is getting a pass because now they're basically in first place. So it's like, see, everything's fine. No, you got lucky this year. There wasn't. There weren't great teams. If this was a different season, that would be a big problem right now.
They got lucky, but also the Pittsburgh, exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
Their team is old.
100%.
They have started to fall apart.
100%.
Right? That's what made no sense with all the moves that the Steelers made. You're just you got older because you wanted more maturity.
But the Ravens can prove themselves in this schedule. You get the fun game where they play the Packers later on in Lambeau, which is going to be cool. But you got the Patriot game, so you can prove to me that you guys can do this. This is your chance. You got a lot of games coming up that are going to be tough ones. It's going to make it a fun watch regardless.
But I think the Ravens can do it. I'm not dismissing your statement. I agree with legacy coaches. Trust me, I have my feelings on Matt LaFleur.
My thing is with the Jets, I want to give them credit too. I will say this about Aaron Glenn's team: they do play hard for him. Okay, they're just not a good team, and that does. And you should start Tyrod. What I can't respect him.
They gutted the team.
What I can't respect him for, though, with the Jets in general, is, like you were saying, I get Justin Fields, you want to give him a shot. But this game proved, if you had Tyrod in there, you'd probably have 3 or 4 wins, maybe 5, because he is a pro, and he's going to make the threat. And I get it, you're like, we want to start young. But if you don't have the young guy, it's fine. You tried. It's over. Let's not waste time here. Okay? I'm
Yeah.
not hating on Justin Fields, but it's not working, man. It's not. I'm sorry. It's been
I want
enough
to go
change.
back to I want to go back to the thread you were talking about though with like legacy coaches real quick, right? Just
Uh-huh.
because I don't want to dismiss what you said
Okay.
because I think it's like I agree with you because like I think
No, it's like if you say something about him, you're a
no,
terrible. You don't know what you're
LaFleur is
talking
kind
about.
of the same way. There's just things you just get tired of because it's like, why is this always a thing, right? But I will say there's something to be said in the NFL of finding ways to weather the storm,
True. Very true. Very
right?
true. I agree.
Because it just takes one little thing. It's just that's what's always amazing about football, right? There's this beautiful thing called momentum.
Oh yeah, that's the
And
whole sport.
you
No,
know,
100%. Look at the.
I'm always a big like, hey, in my lifetime watching the NFL, teams have to stack wins, right? It still doesn't mean the Ravens are very good, but it shows, hey, they found a way back in it.
Not only
Right?
that, they
And that's all that matters.
not only that, Tom, they have showed their offense has always, when everyone's rolling, been like a great offense. So I know I can get that from them. Their issue for me, that why I have faith with them right now, is the defense. It's really solid now. That offense can get to 3/4 of what it was, or like the first few games of the season when everyone's healthy. They're gonna be hard to beat because that defense is playing better right now than it played all of last year. Last year, even at the end of the year, the defense was still kind of eh.
Yeah, they got healthy. They got a couple pieces that are helping right now through trade and acquisition. I mean, again, so to go back though, again, I do think John Harbaugh's kind of gotten long in the tooth. Matt LaFleur is getting there for me. But you got to give him credit. He did lead the team through a tough time and got him back relevant.
He did. No.
He always finds a way. It's interesting.
Oh, let me
tell you. But I just think they did have a lot of things stacked against them early in the year. I mean, I think the number of injuries they had were not to be.
No. Let me defend him in this respect. He is the type of coach, like, he's gonna keep you in every game. He doesn't get like blown out. He's a good coach with that. I mean, he has his stinkers sometimes, but normally it's, especially against good teams, it's going to be a close game. He's not a bad coach. I just don't. Sometimes his decision making is a little crazy. Like even in this game, I don't know why at the beginning of the game they went for that 4th and 1. That was very like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a little crazy. They got it, but I'm like, guys.
Dude, Chad, when we talk about the Packers game, this is gonna be so like. This is the first time I think I'm going to actually give LaFleur credit.
Speak of which, let's go right in. Let's just go into it because we talked about the Ravens all good. The Packers defeated the Vikings at home 23-6. My God, the Vikings. But go ahead, Tom. Go for it.
This was actually, I would say, a total team win. It was the first time I've seen you saw the offense put up a score early.
Yep.
And I think everyone knew Vikings ain't going to keep pace. Where the Packers could just sit back. They literally they ran the ball 42 times and threw it 20.
Okay.
Like, with a backup running back who ran for over 100 yards because they said, hey, we don't need Love hurting that shoulder, right? He has a sprained AC joint. We don't need him taking hits. Brian Flores is getting desperate and just throwing the kitchen sink at everybody because that's what he does when he's down.
Yep.
Right? And
could be wearing 9, buddy. Listen.
My God, man. Just, I think everybody finally sees, again, J.J. McCarthy's trashed. I'm not going to say his career's over or anything. He is not good. The Vikings put their cards in the wrong basket. That's all I can say.
Yes.
It's a typical Vikings front office move.
Wrong eggs in the wrong basket, yep.
I mean, I feel bad. Like, so they showed a thing of Justin Jefferson. He's just walking off the field with his helmet. He doesn't want to be there anymore.
No.
That guy's mentally checked out. I don't blame him, though, because, like, they actually he's never played with anybody any good.
No.
So, but, anyways, Green Bay's defense, though, that's what I think.
Oh, no.
That's what I think. People were like, it's there, right? The past, I feel like 7 weeks, they just haven't gotten the lead where they could just pin their ears back, right?
Oh, and they were all over the field, and pass rush was crazy.
I mean, they got turnovers, interceptions. I mean, it was huge, right? It just, that's when you see, like, oh, this defense with a couple 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
Oh, that one pick was crazy where he kind of hit his arm and it like floated. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Oh, Isaiah McDuffie, yeah. I mean, one of the most iconic picks in the past few years, though, when Evan Williams got that pick and they all celebrated with Skull, that was hilarious. I have a couple of those pictures on my phone. It's just great. Special teams too. I mean, the turning point really was, again, this is why, like, Green Bay, I think in the past few years, a lot of people have questioned, like, why are they keeping all these special teamers? And, they haven't really lived up, right? Like, in terms of just guys that are on the team for depth for special teams. Zane Anderson's one of them. Dude, that play was all him being smart. Daniel Willen got that punt to roll back from the one. Generally, a returner is just like, I'm letting that roll in the end zone. That thing bounced the right way. He shoved the returner into it. It was the returner's fault for not getting out of the way. Just like run to the sideline, get away. And, hey, you get a muff punt because they're in the red zone, go score, right? Like, that was the turning point. And it was just so cool. It's like, hey, special teams did something, right? When all three phases play well, you don't need the offense to go nuts. You can just, and that's like that. And I love, honestly, I want LaFleur to get a ton of props on this. I mean, I was kind of getting annoyed when I was watching the game. But after I thought about it, I'm like, he doesn't want Love hurt. Yep. It's honestly good just to, guys, learn how to run the ball. And they did. It was crazy. They literally ran it in the fourth quarter every time. I think they threw it twice. And they just kept, and so they put Anthony Belton out there at right guard, and they go, hey, Matt LaFleur's like, that's the first time I've ever just ran the same play. I've never in my football, like, head coaching career called the same play like 3 times in a row. That's saying something.
Oh, yeah.
Right, of like how dominant you were and the cool thing is, Detroit had to go play an overtime game against the Giants.
Uh-huh.
A tough game too. Yeah. Like, it was physical. Yeah. They got lucky at the end with Aiden Hutchinson showing up once. See, that guy, I gotta say something. Everybody, like, they try to, like, oh my gosh, this guy's he came back from a major injury and he hasn't really been the same, but honestly, I don't know if he's ever. I think last year he was headed towards, like, elite pass rusher status, but this year, no. And people need to stop. He's not Micah Parsons. Get out of here.
No, or Myles Garrett or any of those.
Dude, they let whatever the tackle, the right tackle, starts with an E. I can't pronounce it. Luminor, I think that's how you pronounce it. He was one-on-one with him the whole game and just shut him down until the last play where Jameis kind of stepped up and he just didn't pull the trigger.
Oh, Giants might be bad, but he is a fun watch. I can't lie. Jameis.
Dude, that
touchdown was awesome.
Quarterback touchdown, that was insane. That's got to be an all-time, like, just it.
He broke a tackle, and then the way he went to, dude. Hey, listen, I'm glad they let them do celebrations again because the way they coordinated that so perfectly, the dice roll, that was so funny.
Yeah.
He went off of it into that, like, so perfect. I hope he becomes a comedian when he retires. Please.
Oh,
I will always.
Josh, he's gonna start a freaking podcast.
I've been one here and have told you, like, my only issue with Jameis is you get these people when he starts playing that are like, he could be a star. I'm like, no, now y'all are being crazy, but I love him. He's just so goofy. I love him. He's a good backup. He's a really good backup. Like, I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just, the people that do that, I'm like, guys, there's a reason he's a backup.
That starter ship sailed. It's
yes,
just like Mariota. That ship has sailed. It is long gone.
But let me tell you, even the Ravens, though, as far as backup, I don't know why they never looked at him, because I feel like he brings good morale to your team. He knows what his job is, and the guy is hilarious. Like, he reminds me of, like, Mark Ingram for, like, your quarterback room. He's just going to boost your team up. And like Tom said, he's just fun. He's just fun, man. Gotta love him. He's the guy where you look at it and say, that's why people play football, these players. Because some people just love it. He just loves to play. There's being in a locker room. He's gonna miss it when it's over for him. It really is. You can tell. He really likes it. You know.
Yeah, but he'll also
Oh,
Let's
if you
find
don't
a way to
hire him,
stay around
if
him.
he
So
ain't gonna
I'm
be a
not.
podcast, if somebody don't hire him, you're crazy. I'm sorry.
I don't know. They probably already have contracts lined up, Josh. You know that.
Oh yeah. No. But he would
Because
be. Oh, he.
he's kind of like,
If Jameis, I know I'm nobody Jameis, but if you want to listen to me, do your own podcast. Don't let anyone take your money because believe me, if you put anything on YouTube, you're gonna make a lot of money or whatever platform you use. Everyone's gonna watch you. Okay, just gonna tell you, guys got it,
oh,
man.
oh yeah, dude. Nah, he knows.
Yeah,
But dude, Green Bay just had it was a fun win. It was the first time I think I've thoroughly seen them just beat a team up.
yeah, I didn't.
Physically, and on all three phases, it wasn't, and they didn't really do much. That's what's,
I
to
only.
your point, when Green Bay plays to the level instead of playing with their food,
Yep.
decides to actually eat, they are probably the best team in the NFC, if not the NFL.
Yeah, they're.
The problem is, they don't. This week's a test.
Yeah.
I think this is the big moment for them to say, hey, we are here. Because I'm telling you right now, the Chicago Bears, even if the Chicago Bears win the division because they went out, which they won't, because I think the Packers might split with them. That's going to be the game. I just think playing in Chicago is going to be tough. It always is. The thing about the Bears is they can't. Ben Johnson does all these weird, quirky things because their offense can't do normal things correctly. Sorry, Bears fans, just your offense is terrible. I'm not really a fan of Caleb Williams. I don't think he does things that are incredible. He's an incredible athlete. He's just not really.
Oh yeah. No.
We talked about. He just misses way too many guys when they're open. Like, why are you throwing behind him? Like, he makes the incredible play off platform, but it's like, no, when someone just sits you in the pocket, you're just like normal. It's like that makes no sense. Like in the NFL, you can't do that either.
As far as the Packers, I'm just
Yeah.
I agree with Tom. I mean, I said it like 3 times this year already. When they roll in on both sides of the ball, they're complementary football and everything. They're a tough team to beat because that defense, if they get a lead, is hard to stop because they move their pass rushers around, especially Micah, so you really can't get like a beat on them and like chip them.
Did you see the play where he rolled over the center?
Yeah. Well, how about the one where they missed the holding call? They ended up sacking him on the play, but I'm like, the dude held the hell out of him.
Josh, every game there's 5 or 6 holds like that. More than that, probably. It's just egregious. They just don't.
They're just grabbing him in the back. I'm like,
they're just like, dude, it's going to be like 50 flags a game. But I'm like, doesn't matter, man. It gets old.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you still gotta. I mean, it's that bad. You gotta call it. I don't care. It's crazy.
Oh, it's bad, dude. He should be wearing a neck brace after every game.
But their defense has been good all year. Rashawn Gary's played really well this year, which is good by him because he's doing his thing. Linebackers are rolling. Secondary, I'll tell you, your corners are very solid. The Packers' corner is very solid. They're always
the safeties might be the 2 best safeties in the NFL.
Yeah, they've been really good.
Like they don't even throw at McKinney because they know it's a bad idea. But Evan Williams he was such an underrated pick.
Oh yeah, he's playing really well too. Now I did not watch much of this game. I'm not gonna lie. I did see the end, not the end, like the middle. And then when I saw the score, I saw McCarthy's second pick, and then I was like, okay, this game's over. And by the way, like Tom said, I don't want to ever, because people have redemption stories and get better, but he needs to. If they had a good backup right now, they need to play him because he don't have it right now. He's off. And look, I'm not. I'm one of.
They are going to have to play a backup.
I'm one of those fair people with this too. And he decided to give himself a nickname. Look, dude. If you're gonna do that, you can't play like this. Okay, Mr. 9, you gotta play better. Okay, a lot better. All right, no one asked you to do that. If you're gonna brag and talk like you're somebody, you better play like it. Because if you're not, I'm coming for you. I don't care. That's how I've always been. You tell me how good you are.
I think everybody should though, right? Like.
Now look, it's a double-edged sword too. If he played great in these last 3 games, everyone would be praising him. So I get it. But once you do that, it's your fair game, bro. You can't be running your mouth and then getting mad at people. So he hasn't said anything, but I'm saying if he does, I'm like, dude, you asked for it. You wanted the praise, you get the blame too. I don't like when you do that.
Josh, honestly, he just.
Well, I don't have a problem if you do that. You have to know what's coming with it. You can't get mad when people get mad. Like, sit there and go, well, where's that at 9?
He went to ING Academy. He was a 5-star recruit.
He
Josh.
was.
Like he.
Like Tom said, he's got a long way to go, though.
Josh, there's a reason why at Michigan they just handed the ball.
Yes.
I know, dude, Jim Harbaugh has Justin Herbert, and they still throw it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, a lot.
I mean, Justin Herbert's much better, but you see my point.
Even with that terrible line, yes, they throw a lot.
Because it doesn't matter.
And I'm not even a Justin Herbert stan. I think he's good.
Running the ball doesn't score you points. Throwing does.
Yes.
The statistical fact, right? That's why
running the ball just knocks the time down.
That's why the NFL is so obsessed with it.
Yes.
Because if you don't have, and that's why it's a quarterback-driven league. That's what scores you points. Running the ball is complementary, right? You can't just, you can win games just straight up handing it off. I mean, Green Bay just did. I eat my words on that one, but I mean, the first drive, Jordan Love was a tactician too. So, point is,
most of the time,
you
can't hide a quarterback.
That's insane, right? You should be able to hit. You could just throw it up to.
Oh, dude, Naylor don't get enough credit. He's a really good player. Number one, he always makes plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, dude, the Vikings is just—it's interesting because I think they have Super Bowl talent.
They do,
except their quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, their corners aren't very good.
No.
I think that whole people were overhyping what's his face early in the year.
Yeah, one good game he did. And that wasn't even like a great game. Dude, it's PFF. He did not have a perfect rating.
Their front seven's really good, right?
Yes.
I think Harrison's on his last legs. You can tell how slow he is. He still is very smart, but he's
old guy. Yeah, no, I agree.
He's old, man. He's been in the league since I was in college.
Yeah,
it's just getting to a point. Like, unfortunately, it was crazy. They're about to be in a really bad cap situation because they basically went all in this year in free agency.
Yep.
No, it's insane, man. It actually, like, again. I just love all these NFC North. They always try to hype up the guy in Chicago and the guy in Minnesota, whoever the GMs are, and I'm like, Bergson, the win-loss record, bro. That's all I can say.
No,
Green Bay stays consistent, and it seems like I'm
not
trying to take shots. I just get tired of hearing the media all the time just go.
Dude, I hope you guys are ready for the Packers-Ravens recap because me and Tom are going to have fun with that one. And hopefully it's like a ridiculous game where it's like the last play of the game. Me and Tom can just be like, did you see that play? But we'll see. That's really the most hype week for me because this will be so fun to just sit here and laugh at what we saw at both our kids. Because we know we're going to exclusively like watch the hell out of that game. So it's going to be hilarious. Like, what the fuck were they doing, man?
Watch party. Let's go.
Excuse me. Oh, we could. I do have the software to do that if you want to.
But yeah, dude, Vikings stink.
But we also have kids, so I don't know how empty we're going to be because I think right now it's a 1:00 game. Like, they can flex it, right?
No, it's TBD. Nobody knows.
Okay, so you're going to flex that. They are. The way they're playing right. Well, hopefully the Ravens don't screw it up because I feel like...
maybe. I don't know.
But anyway.
Maybe make it 1:00. It just depends. I think I don't know what other matchups are out there. I have to look. I know it was one of those games that they put on the schedule. The reason why we wouldn't...
But anyway, it's everyone's favorite. It's everyone's favorite from around the league. Everyone's favorite around the league. Let's go. What did you see, Tom? I'm thinking we talk about maybe the Eagles losing to the Cowboys because I don't like their fans. You guys are annoying.
Yeah, I mean, let's go there. Number one, maybe you should stop teaching degenerational freaking being degenerate fan base. Whatever. Sorry, that was terrible English. Stop teaching your kids to be degenerate fans for the next generations by, hey, let's go hit punching bags of Cowboys players. It's so stupid.
It's dumb.
And you know what? Like I've been seeing from the Eagles, man, their offense just stalls.
It does.
They are not good. Like, their defense is good. Their offense is bad.
I just don't like what their defense.
I'm not scared. I am not scared of them. People have figured them out.
I'm just tired with their defense that they're allowed to hold like they do at corner. Because 27, I know, I'm not saying Quinyon Mitchell's bad. He's not. But he holds a lot, and they just don't say anything. I mean, he grabs like people by the neck. So the play where George Pickens catches the ball on Cooper DeJean and, what's his name? The It's the 21. I forget his name, but
Roby maybe.
not
I don't
Roby. It's not
remember
Roby.
anymore, dude.
It's
They've had so many
whatever
different corners.
whatever his
I
name
definitely
is.
know one thing. It's not Jair Alexander.
Did you know there was no flag on that play? I'm like, they mugged that man. What are the refs doing? Like, why are some teams allowed to just beat everyone up and other teams it's a flag every time? Can you guys be consistent? I don't get it. They're like, they literally grab the one play they called a flag, and all these people were like, oh my god, Quinion Mitchell was grabbing him by the neck when he was trying to go for the ball. I'm like, guys, I just wish the analysis was better because that is not playing good cornerback. He is not looking at the ball even once. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, man.
I'm tired of that.
I gotta laugh though. No, you're not wrong, dude. Cowboys are gutty, right? I think Schottenheimer, they should arguably. I think he should be a top head coach of the year.
Oh, and let's give them credit because he looked pretty good for just getting back. I think it's his second game. Overshone looks really good. They missed him. He's a good player. He really is.
I still gotta say this: Dallas is stupid for giving Parsons away. Even all the trades they've made,
oh
the
yes,
defense is not that much. But there's times Jalen Hurts is just standing there.
Oh, dude, and what I don't get is you knew he was going to come back later on in the season because of his injury, Overshone, and you would have had two really good defensive players. You would have had a great defensive player, and once he gets healthy.
They got Quinn Williams, who's longer in the tooth.
Yes, and Kenny Clark.
And Kenny Clark is very long in the tooth.
Yes.
And I don't know, it's just funny. I gotta laugh though at number one, Tom Brady almost ended his
yes.
announcing career. That was hilarious.
Oh my God, yeah, that was Jesus,
the
buddy.
At this game too is the Eagles were trying to hype up. They wore their Kelly Greens because they're like, oh, we're gonna break the curse, or they haven't won in those in Dallas since 1970 or something like that. Well, you still haven't.
And I want to give credit to Dax. Played really well all year, and he has shown you when George Pickens has a really good. And hey, George Pickens, I owe you an apology. I always said you were kind of crazy, and that was my issue. I don't know, but.
He's still crazy.
Yeah, but if you get him the ball, if you get him someone that he thinks he can actually go catch the ball with, and by the way, Steelers, I'm going to take a shot with this, and actually let him run different routes than just a go route with a guy all over him, just throwing the ball up. Thank you for actually running crossers with him and stuff. It's geez, that's why he was mad. He's every play, it's a stop route or a go ball, stop route or a go ball. So that was the Steelers.
I want to talk about stale head coaches in the NFL and the head coaching staff. The Steelers keep assistants for 50 years.
Oh my God, yeah, Arthur Smith. Come on, man, get someone else in there. Come on.
I said, why I think the Bears. Here, go around the league real quick. The Lions, dang Giants, and the Steelers didn't help me out this week, but that's okay.
Hey, the Steelers helped me out. The Bears helped me out. We love you guys.
Steelers had a gutty performance, man. For their defense. What you're seeing is their defense is old.
It is.
Their whole team is just old, and I think that's what never made sense, Josh, with all the moves they made. Just being really honest with you.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And now you don't have. Honestly, Rudolph showed me a few things. He plays really well.
He does.
So
he does.
He's actually grown up a lot.
How about the Colts blowing that game against the Chiefs? What's going on, bro? I know it was in Kansas City, but y'all need to see. I can't take them seriously, Tom.
I think you're seeing again what they're trying to show everybody is, hey, we are an elite quarterback away from being a legitimate contender in the AFC.
I still don't trust Daniel Jones. I still don't. I
don't think they do. I don't think they do either. And you saw when they started teeing off on. Josh, they got 7 points early off of that fumble or pick or that tip from Mahomes, right? They only really scored 13 on their own. Their offense, they shut down Taylor because Daniel Jones is not a threat. Again, like I said, I think the Colts, the GM and coaching staff, what they're proving to Mrs. Ursay. Actually, I don't know if that's her name. She's married. But they're proving to her as they're a quarterback.
We know what it is.
Legitimate quarterback. And I think that's just been the challenge, though, for Indy since Andrew Luck, retired.
No, I agree.
They've been snaked. You got to say this. There's no lack of effort for trying on the Colts' part. With
no.
Philip Rivers, Wentz,
dude,
Ryan,
I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating on it.
Trent Richardson, but Anthony Richardson.
I am not hating on that roster. They, like you said, they're ready. I don't think they're going to be an easy out either. I just think it's Daniel Jones will bite you in the butt every time, man. And I get you tried, and I'm not hating on them. And I think if they ever hit on the quarterback in the draft, they're gonna be sad. But they gotta hit on him.
Yeah, unfortunately, the window's tight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a 3-year window where you gotta win it. Okay, like that's it. And then once he gets paid, you're SOL,
well, it's
bro.
kind of funny though. Well, Minnesota had both Darnold and Jones in the same room, but honestly, if they had Jones against Green Bay, I think that game's a lot different. He can still do a lot of things.
Oh, I think he's an okay quarterback. I don't think he's like terrible. Same thing with Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold has good highs, but he has some really bad lows too. And now let's get into everyone's favorite subject. The Shedeur Sanders experience. It happened. They defeated the Raiders 24-10. The Browns in Las Vegas. Tom, what did you see? I only watched a little bit of this game. I did go back and watch some of the plays.
It's the Raiders. He has a bigger arm than Dylan Gabriel, but it's the Raiders. I thought Judkins had a great game. I thought their running backs had good games.
They did. The screen pass was good. Hey, you gotta give him this though. Honestly, Dylan Gabriel missed them screen passes. At least he was making them, and then he made, like you said, made some big throws down the field when they needed them. And Myles Garrett is a fucking goblin. Okay.
I mean, what I hate with Sanders though is I know he's trying to just show confidence or whatever, and it's not arrogance because J.J. McCarthy says the same stuff. But Shedeur is trying to act like hey man, think if, his comment was, think if I had a whole year. Like, no, bro. Like, just shut up and play football.
Tom, same thing with, like I said with McCarthy. Look, I want to see how he reacts when he has, because everyone has a bad game or subpar game. I want to see what he says after those games. If you start saying the media is always on me, then I'm going to be like, listen, you wanted the spotlight. That's on you. I want to see that. When people do that, I don't like it, no matter who it is.
Josh, Shedeur is not going to last long in the NFL. That's just my answer.
Yeah, he has a lot to him.
He's not a starter.
He
doesn't have the arm. He doesn't have the footwork. He doesn't understand how to play with it.
Here's my issue with him.
He played the Raiders and beat up on them, and yes, he can extend plays, and guys are going to be wide open against the Raiders because they're that bad.
Well, I was going to say, you got to be careful, too, because they're going to figure out how to contain you after a while, because you're not that athletic. You got to be careful. And you're going to get hit, and then you're going to have to make adjustments, like Tom said, and you're going to have to figure it out. It's going to be an adjust period with
Josh, both. The Ravens game, I think, is the best indicator of, guess what? That's a real NFL team, and he looked terrible. He looked like he didn't belong. It has nothing to do with preparation, Josh. The Raiders are a bad NFL team. I mean, they barely beat the Tennessee Titans. They beat them by like 3. Like, let's just.
I think they're young. I think he's young, and like Tom said, I got to see a lot more. I'm also not going to overhype this stuff. I got to see more before I say he's going to be a great player. I like Tom said, I think that's part of his personality, and that's cool. Everyone has their own personality. If it makes him play better, that's cool. But I need to see the work, and I don't want you blaming people if you have a bad game. Just come out. If he comes out and goes, I just had a bad game, I got a bit better. Okay, cool. Hey, if the bravado gets you playing better, that's fine. Oh, I saw more energy from the team, too, because they're a mess. I saw the team get a little hyped up for him playing, too, so that's always good when your teammates get behind you, so...
I think that's honestly all it is, Josh. They just got hyper. Their team, because it's something new, right? Mm-hmm. But that's a short burst energy. When he throws a pick six or, he starts playing poorly.
I will say this, guys. It is kind of weird, though, that the pick he threw, I have to dig to find that. So I'm like, the media, this is the thing I'm talking about with, like, entertainment now that I don't like, is whatever's selling, we force it a certain way, that way to make money, like to make popularity. And I get it, it's entertainment, but also, guys, be real. Please like actually do your job and show me everything that happens in a game. That's why you gotta actually watch them to have an opinion now, because the media always like kind of twist stuff the way they want, and it's weird. Not saying he didn't make plays, he did, but I'm like, he did throw a pick too. And I never even saw the interception.
It wasn't great. You wasn't looking. You didn't see him.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it's funny how I got to dig for that. Like, y'all don't just put it on the highlight, right? Because y'all don't want me to see that. I'm like, guys, I don't think anyone's doing.
Makes a call on the ESPN.
Tom, this is what I have a problem with. All these people are overhyping, and it's like there's no middle with him, right? I'm in the middle. I'm like, He's a young quarterback. I'm gonna let him grow. You either have to think everything he does is the greatest thing in the world, or he's the worst guy ever. I'm like, he's a rookie and he's doing good and bad things like a rookies do. I'm like, what are we doing? I'm like, why is everyone like, this guy's the great? Did you see that throw? I'm like, what? It was okay. Like, the guy was wide open. And then it's like, when something bad happens, or people are like, that's the worst throw I've ever seen. I'm like, he's a rookie. Sam Darnold, his first start, threw the worst pick still I've ever seen, where he threw it completely across the field against the Lions. I don't know what he was doing, but I wasn't like, bro, this fucking sucks. I'm like, it's one play. I don't know. Yeah. It's his first game.
One thing I'll say, Josh, the reason why I'm kind of just I'm on the prove it to me, because I remember being in a locker room in college. You have someone that arrogant, dude, I'm telling you right now. The senior leaders on that team don't like him.
Oh, dude, I understand that.
He's gonna rip a locker room apart. I just think it's funny that now, like, the Browns are so screwed. Because now they're gonna go in the next draft. Well, there's gonna always be this awkward tension anytime you take a quarterback.
Yeah,
and I think
that's honestly true.
I think that's why they kind of hit him on the bench, because he's gonna do enough to be like, oh well, there's your future. But anybody that's can legitimately watch football understands that this guy's ceiling is about where it is.
And
the okay backup.
And the
NFL, a distraction.
And this is my issue with the NFL too, in general. Like, the underhype of your number one pick this year. You know who went number one, and I know his team ain't good, but if you watch him, the kid's got talent, and he's making plays. Cam Ward all over it. That's a guy. If you ever watch his like throws he's made this year, and I did not think he could. And I wasn't like super high on him. You can go look it up. Like, I don't know. He has good leadership. That's really the only thing I said. I didn't know how good he would be, but clearly he's putting in the work, because I know everyone's gonna be like, they're 1-10. The team's terrible, but the guy he's a gamer. They had a chance against the Seahawks. They're terrible. I don't even know how they were in that game. Okay, the guy plays. The guy's a fucking gamer. Cam Ward, as long as he don't get just broken in half, he has the talent. See, like Tom's saying, I see it. I see it every time. He's making those throws he's making. I didn't know he could throw like that. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't watch enough of him in college. I was just like, oh.
I always knew he had like a good arm. It's just he was so unorthodox. Like, he would just stand there.
He has an old school like mentality. I'll give him that, where he just like takes it to the chin and just hits them throws. And I'm like, God damn. He's got it done. But, yeah, man, it's the Shedeur thing. I'm just like, guys, let them grow, and you're doing them no favors. These ex-players, and this is why you need still classic media, where it's like people that didn't play, because I wish all you guys were objective, but you former players aren't. Deion's your buddy, so you just overhype everything his son. I was like, let the dude grow. You're doing him no favors, okay? You're telling him he's the greatest thing ever, and he doesn't need to do anything to get it. You guys, come on, man. Like, be realistic. I know Deion's your friend, okay? Yeah, he's not terrible. He's just a young quarterback. This ain't cornerback. You don't come in and are just like locking people up. It's a lot going on with quarterback. You're a team leader. You're the CEO, baby. We gotta get it rolling. Okay? That's all. I'm gonna do like you should with a young quarterback. We'll see where it goes. And like Tom said, the arrogant thing, I'm just asking you to be transparent. When you don't play well, go up there and be like, I didn't have a good game. I gotta do better. When they ask you how bad your line was, that's what I want to hear. Okay? That's it. You're the fucking quarterback. You can't be a dick when everything's going bad, because that just puts more holes in the ship, man. You got to keep it floating. All right? We'll see. But
exactly.
Got the W. You beat a bad team.
That's what he did at Buffalo, man. Sorry, not Buffalo.
Colorado, yeah.
He did in Colorado. So
you got a good defense. So if you can be a really good quarterback to solid quarterback, you can win with that team. We just got to see that. And like me and Tom always talk about, especially me, I don't know what kind of work everyone's going to put in. That's my thing with quarterbacks. If you put in the work, cool. You don't, it will show. Because they're going to figure you out. They always do, and you got to have a counter. That's all I got.
Yep. That's all I got for this week, too.
Anyway, guys, have a happy Thanksgiving. Eat food, or whatever you call it. Don't have to, trust me, the history of Thanksgiving is terrible, but eat a lot of food, watch football day. Whatever you call it. Have a safe time. Be with family. Everybody be good. Watch football. And as always, likes are appreciated. Subscribe for more content. Tom, what's the last thing we ended with?
Roll Tide, anchor
Anchor
down.
down. Happy holidays!